Hi there. Welcome to another edition of Beers with the Baron. My name is Chris Drosner. I'm the Beer Baron. And welcome also to the glorious Capital Newspaper's courtyard. We decided to move the video shoot outside to take advantage of the nice weather, and it's because it's been a while since we've had one, so thanks for staying tuned. Today we're going to be talking about Surly Brewing Company, which is a brewery out of suburban Twin Cities and now Minneapolis proper. This is a brewery that has had a lot of buzz in Wisconsin for quite some time. It's about 10 years old, and up until pretty recently, their beer was primarily distributed only within the state of Minnesota. This kind of created a bit of a New Glarus effect where people would go to Minnesota specifically to buy Surly beer. That buzz in Wisconsin in particular was a little bit stronger because of the back and forth between the two states. There's a fair amount of that in the western part of the state, and because of the great taste of the Midwest, where Surly has been a fixture for several years now. The sales begin on Monday, and this is largely due to, well, this is entirely due to their construction of a new brewery, which opened last December. It's allowed them to nearly triple their production and supply markets that they've wanted to get into for a long time, and including Chicago, which is a market that they were in for a while and then pulled out of a few years ago. So Chicago has Surly beer now. Iowa has had Surly beer since this spring. I know it's a little sensitive that Iowa got Surly before us, but here we are. Surly founder Omar Ansari said that it's not that they value Iowa more or anything like that, but it's more of a factor of Wisconsin drinks a lot of beer, and they had to scale up production even at the new brewery to be ready to meet the demand that they'll have in Wisconsin. The reason that Surly has such a reputation is frankly because they make some really great beer. It's very consistent. They're going to be opening in Wisconsin with 8 beers, 6 of which they were kind enough to send samples of. They have 2 brown ales. Bender is their regular brown ale, slightly hoppy. Coffee Bender is the same beer dosed with a bunch of cold brew coffee, which is outstanding. Hell is an excellent Munich Helles lager, very light and crisp, good summer drinker. That's a year-round beer as well. Overrated is the West Coast IPA. Cynic Ale is a kind of Saison Pale Ale hybrid. And the other 2 beers that I don't have that will be available on Monday are Blacker, which is an Imperial Black IPA, as well as Doomtree, kind of a bastardized beer de garde is what I've heard it described as. It's kind of a style. It's a slippery style beer. It's hard to describe, I guess. It would be a good way to put it. Also coming is Bitter Brewer, which is a English mild, also very light, low in alcohol. But the beer that we're going to be checking out today is Furious. Furious is the Surly flagship. It's a kind of a hybrid of an IPA and an English special bitter, which is a kind of a malt forward balanced style that goes nicely with the IPA style. Furious is on a lot of national best IPA lists, but it is a hybrid style that is kind of its own. You can see from the color, this is a much deeper color than your standard IPA than you'll find there. It's got really nice West Coast kind of hop bouquet of a lot of resin, a little bit of citrus going on there, kind of piney. I guess it drinks like an IPA. You definitely have the hops there. There's a strong IPA bitterness, but the malt is rich and pretty complex for an IPA. You have some caramel toffee notes. It's kind of bready almost, and those are characteristics that you'd typically find in an ESB. It's about 6.6% ABV, so it's not too strong, at least in IPA terms. And it's really a fantastic beer. I had the chance to sample all these in the last couple days, and the consistency and high quality across the Surly line is pretty remarkable. I give Surly Furious 4 stars. You might be able to talk me into 4.5 on a good day. Again, Surly beer will be on sale on Monday across the state, and Furious is kind of the mid price point, as well as Overrated, Cynic, and that's about $10 a 4-pack. They come in 16-ounce cans. Some of the other beers will be slightly different, including Coffee Bender, which is quite a bit higher, around $12 to $13. So that's it, and cheers.